All right, well, good morning or good afternoon for everybody on the webinar. We appreciate you taking your time, whatever part of the world you're in, and we're just going to get into it right away here. It's going to be a quick webinar. It's going to be a demonstration how to send a video via text. Have you ever sent a video via text? It's a lot of fun, and we're going to also show you how you can send a video and a text to 1 or 1,000 people or 10,000 people. All at once. So we'll go ahead and get started here. It's going to be only about 15-20 minutes here on this tutorial. And of course, you can find this, all the information, all these great teachings on vidcoaching.com. So just if you've found this video out on the internet somewhere, let's go ahead and let you know that we do have a great vid coaching, vidcoaching.com. All right, so here we go. How to send a text have video via text. Okay, so one of the great things about texting is that apparently from what the statistics show is that 97% of the people in the United States have a smartphone, and that it's kept usually 90% of the time within 3 feet of their reach. So and most texts get open. So as opposed to emails, you're only going to see about 10% of emails right now are getting open just because we get so inundated with so many. But over 90% of texts get open. So that's a pretty cool thing when you think about it when you're trying to market or trying to get your message out, is that if you can text it to somebody, then they'll almost always open it up. I know that I do pick it up, and that's another thing. You don't want to overdo texting for sure. You will upset people, and they will become your enemy if you end up texting too much. What's cool is also you can text to an email as well, which is kind of neat. We just were playing around with that today. So if you wanted to include some of the people that maybe via email that you wanted to send a video to or a video link to, it's kind of cool to send it from your phone. And that's another thing. If you happen to be out on the road and or even out on vacation or other part of the country, and you want to be able to show somebody back home what you're looking at, you can simply take a video, upload it to YouTube, and then send it via text back to the email address that you're looking for.
And just quickly, I wanted to touch on the fact, the reason we like to use YouTube for some of this stuff, and it's the same with email, is because we don't like to take up people's bandwidth or their space on their phone or space in their email. That we don't want to clog up their stuff or our stuff. So what we do is we upload it to YouTube, then send the link.
Yeah, and one of the things about we've noticed that we've tried different services is that YouTube has the bandwidth to handle, and it plays on every player. It is the most stable, and also you get SEO value out of it. If you send a text with 1,000 videos, 1,000 people a video of your particular message, and they open it up on their phone and they even watch it for a couple of seconds, you get a view. And of course, views are important with YouTube because views show popularity of the video, and it also views lead to views. When you see a popular video that has 10,000 or 20,000 views on it, you're more apt to look at that one than the one that has 25 views. So there's a number of reasons why we do this, but we're specific. There's a lot of cool things we do outside of texting, but this is what we're going to do. We're going to talk specifically about texting this time. So one of the great things about YouTube as well is that it's already mobilely optimized. And in other words, anybody that has a smartphone with a YouTube app on it, when they click on that URL that's been texted to them, the little message, then it'll automatically open up in their browser immediately and start playing the video. So, what better way to get your message immediately in front of somebody saying, hey, check out this cool video, blah, 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 and then they click on it, and there you are getting your message right to them. We're actually going to do one this afternoon to 1,000 people in my industry here. We're going to send out a URL with a video on it and a quick message from our sponsors, and so that's pretty cool. You can also, one of the things cool is that if you're a shop owner or something like that, somebody texts in for information, boom, you can text them back with an autoresponder with a quick message about your business or your services. So maybe put text, if you're a pizza shop, text pizza to 512-423-5626, and then immediately you can turn around and send back a video of your best pizza or your coupon. You could do a video coupon or something like that to get them come in the shop. So we also like to embed video, and we're going to show you what I'm talking about, where it's actually in a website that will also be able to do lead capture right from their smartphone. And I'll show you what I'm talking about here towards the end of this quick tutorial. All right, so let's just kind of get into it. What we seeing here, one more thing. We use for broadcast texting, we use easytexting.com. It's very inexpensive. It's like 1 or 2 cents per text. That when we send it out, I can hit like one to 1,000 people to 10,000 people if I want to all at once. One of the things that you have to be careful of, though, is that due to the laws, you're not really allowed to text phone numbers that haven't given you permission to text them. So we're just giving you a little FYI there, a little to keep you CYA to make sure that you're not doing things because it's considered spamming, and because it's texting, we do this very sparingly when we do a blast broadcast because we don't want to upset people. But if you need to get your message out to 1 to 1,000 or 10,000 people, this is the service that we use.
And the reason we want to use a service for this is, there's 2 main reasons really. The first is that you don't want to spend a week typing in 1,000 phone numbers into your phone, and to say like send to this person and to this person and to this person. You can just upload a spreadsheet to Easy Texting, and it's got all your phone numbers that you're texting in there. You're good to go.
Yeah, I'm going to show Daniel. I'll have Daniel at the end. I'll show you how we do our Easy Texting, just so you can see it in live, real-time demonstration.
And the second reason you want to use a service like Easy Texting is you give it includes an opt-out function.
Yes.
So that way, if they that way you won't be in trouble for spam as long as you include an opt-out function.
Yeah. Well, you're really. The thing is, if they've given you their phone number and somewhere along the line give the permission to text, which you can get, then I'm just being legalistic here because you don't want to get in trouble with the with being a spammer especially on texting, but definitely is a cool way. If you're just going to send a message to a few people, though, you can go right in into your directory in your smartphone, and you can send a video directly from your smartphone. It's really easy to do. This particular, just send it to one person, or you can send it to multiple people, and you can do it in group conversation or an individual message. Let's say you have went to a concert or something with a bunch of friends, and you had a particular song that you wanted to share with them. That you could share it with them, and you could have a group conversation going on. I like the individual messages because that way I can talk one-on-one with whoever I send it to, rather than have everybody see a conversation. So just because it keeps my my texting to inbox to a minimal. So all right, so here's an example of one of the ways we do it. We're going to show you a couple different ways. So we are in Texas here, so we use the word y'all, even though I'm really originally from California. So hey y'all, check out this cool video. All right. So if they know you, they're definitely going to click on this and open it up. So there's a URL that you can get from YouTube, and we'll easily show you that. And we'll also show you that something that hasn't been working as well, and something that has been working as well in the YouTube channel. And I'll show you that in a second here. But that's the www.youtube.be. That's a shortened URL for YouTube, and obviously it's good because people know that it's a YouTube video. There's other ways to get a shortened URLs that work, but if people know that they're pretty much going to be safe that this is a video. Okay, so you click on it and boom, there's this message that you have. So if you go back to here, is oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, this slide was out of order. You're gonna hit when they get the text. You can click on the URL, and it's going to say Open URL. You're going to click Open URL, and then it's going to bring you to the video. Okay, and there it is. There's my message talking, and it mobilely optimized. It fits on my smartphone. If I turn my smartphone from portrait to landscape, it'll fill up the whole smartphone, and there's my message. I do this even with my son. Justin is a motivational speaker, so he watches a lot of motivational speeches, and he just texted me one today. I actually give him $2 for every motivational speech that he watches as an incentive, which is cool. So I have him send me the motivational speech with the URL so that I know that was the one he watched. And then most of the time, will also watch that as well because I like to get motivated. Okay. Now, here's another way to do it, we do a lot of times, because we write a lot of books. In fact, this is one of the URLs in our book. We've discovered that it's a kind of a cool way, especially with an online book or Kindle book or whatever that you have, that if you want someone to watch a video, they can click it right in say the PDF or in the Kindle book, and it'll take them directly to a video. So, for instance, this is my doctor video. What we did is we went to GoDaddy and bought a URL that would tell us a little bit more about what they're going to see, and did the .info because they're cheaper. I think they're like $3 for a whole year. And so I would suggest that you do this, especially if you're going to do a blast out to a large group of people with your texting and text broadcast, because then they know what they're going to see. They don't have some kind of obscure URL that appeared that they're like, I don't know what this is. You definitely know that you're going to see a doctor on this video, right? So a nice thing too, I discovered that it didn't even have to put the HTTP in the front. You know how the URLs all have the HTTP : // So all I had to do was click on that when it came in and to my inbox or to whoever's inbox, hit open URL, and boom, there's the message of the doctor talking about how I sold him a house and how happy he was. There's my phone number. That's pretty darn cool too. So if somebody said, hey, that's pretty cool, that's a pretty neat video, you know, I definitely like to talk to Ken. There's my phone number.
Yeah, especially if they're watching it on their phone. Boom, they can, you know, with one click. Usually, what the phones will do is they'll make that phone number itself a hyperlink that when they click it, it loads it right into their phone.
What better way?
And they can call you immediately.
What better way to get someone to call you right away, you know, than to have a clickable phone number that loads right into their phone. But at least there it is. There's the message. And if you once again turn it portrait, it's a neat little message about how they found a home. In fact, this particular video was the one that led them to be on the HGTV's House Hunters, which had 2.2 million viewers. So they become quite popular, obviously here with 30,763 views. So we had 4,000 likes on it with the thumbs up, and 8 people, for whatever reason, probably disgruntled realtors, didn't like it. So I like 4,000 likes. That's pretty darn amazing. So here's another cool thing is I have this cool video quick start guide that I give out as a free download, and it's maybe how you got onto my email list that you may have received a message from me on this. But you can go to there's a URL, www.videoquickstartguide.com, and it'll take you to a landing page that looks like this. So it's a internet landing page. The video is there. It is playable. It can click. You can hit the red button. Obviously, everybody knows what the red button is. Or right then and there, they can fill out that form right from their smartphone and get a free version of my video quick start guide. It's so it doesn't get any easier than that. And so they might watch the video and see what I'm talking about with this video quick start guide, and then boom, they can fill out their information there and submit it. Okay, so we're nearing the end of our visual tutorial of the texting. This one was Merry Christmas from the Renners. It was a video Christmas card is what it was. And so they were able to click on that URL, and it took them to a really fun video that we did. Hey, look, 155 likes and 0 dislikes. It was a really fun video that I did with Animoto program, which is one of our modules on vid coaching. Man, it was 31 seconds. And I sent it out to my entire office, and Daniel and I were laughing because it had a very popular classical song playing behind it. I think it's from, what is it?
From the Nutcracker?
Yeah, the Nutcracker. And so we heard up and down the hallways as people in my office were opening up this video on their smartphones. We kept on hearing the Nutcracker song, so it was pretty fun to actually see. And look at it, we had 2,562 views of it, so about 800 of that probably came from when I blasted out to all my friends and the office. So that's pretty much it. We're going to go ahead and show you quickly how to grab that URL if you're going to get it. If you're going to go to, where is my uploads? Okay, yeah. If you want to take a video, whatever video you want to use, let's just take the video, quick start guide video.
Hi, this is video marketing expert Kenn Renner.
Okay, and so what you can do is you can come up here. This one actually worked. I just copied and pasted it. I copied this into, you have to do it exactly as it's spelled out here. Okay.
Yeah, so like where you see the capital X, lowercase d, capital C,
yes.
You have to make sure that those capitals and lowercases match up.
Right, and I haven't figured out a way to get this to just like copy this into my smartphone. I'm sure there's a way to do it.
There is when you're actually on the smartphone. There's a share option, and you can do copy to clipboard.
Oh yeah.
And then from there you can either paste it into an email, paste it into a website, or paste it into a text, paste it into whatever you want.
Okay, I guess that'll be another one of our tutorials, is how to send a video without having to actually spell it out. One thing we did notice that didn't work, there's a share button to get your shortened URL here.
Yeah, now the share button on the website works just fine, but when you do share on the phone,
it didn't text very well. It didn't. So my suggestion is, normally we teach people to use this as a way, if you're emailing somebody a link, this is a great way to do it, but don't use the share button for texting because it didn't play. So, but then I went back and got this URL and put it into my texting, and it worked just fine. So unless they change that, or we'll discover it later on, we'll let you know if the shortened URL actually work.
YouTube is always updating, so, and also your Android or Apple phone is always updating their software as well. So you'll certainly see improvements in the future with some of that stuff.
So the only other thing I want to just quickly show you, I'm going to have Daniel show us the easy texting, how easy it is.
Okay, so we're just going to swap seats. Well, easy texting, it looks like they've actually updated their site since the last time we even went here, so I might be a little bit lost myself. But
just show them how it works. It's pretty simple.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty simple. So you have your contacts, and you can upload a list. So let's just see what happens when I click that. Yeah. So and they accept XLS, XLSX, and CSV files. I personally favor CSV because that's gonna eliminate a bunch of the formatting that you have, and it'll be really simple and to the point. And you just upload your contacts, so it's got a category for your name, phone number, email address if you want to do all that, and then you upload it, and it'll appear in a group. So here's a group, or here's groups, and see we probably have 30 or 40 groups that we've uploaded, and it says the number of contacts in that group, and we can include a note about that, and if you wanted to see all the individual contacts, you can click over here as well. But let me jump back to uploading for a second. You can also paste in phone numbers. So you would click this tab and then choose the group that you wanted to paste to, and then just paste in as each line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then you can, if you have a big long list, the next line would be 512. 555, 5555, and as long as you separate them each by a line here, you can paste in, dozens or hundreds of phone numbers, and then just hit, you agree to the terms and then import. So that's how to get your numbers into easy texting, and the groups, I explained some of that. When you're ready to send, you just click on send text message. Choose the group you want to send to. So I'm not actually going to do this, but let's say we wanted to send to the builders. You can include additional phone numbers. So if Ken wanted to get the text himself to sort of test it out, he can put his number here. And then you can include an optional subject line. I actually don't like to include the subject because I'm not 100% sure, but I believe it actually cuts down on the amount of characters you can have in your message. So if you want to have a longer message, obviously,
We usually use as much of that message as possible. It's 160 characters. That just depends. Just depends on what you're trying to do. So.
Yeah, so then what we do is I would grab the shortened URL and I would paste it into the message. So then you can see down here it jumped from 160 characters to 133 with the URL. So then that tells me I have, and if you put a space between your last word and the text, you can see there's 132. So you can say, hey, I'd like you to see this cool video, or whatever your message is, and it updates in real time as you type more characters how many you have remaining. Now with easy texting, it doesn't text from your phone number, so you should self-identify just in case you want to make sure that people know who's sending it. Just you could say like hey, this is Kenn Renner. I'd like you to see this cool video. But basically whatever message that you want to send.
And that's it. That's pretty much it. And then hit continue. It doesn't get any easier than that.
Yeah, you can also schedule the delivery for sometime in the future if you want, but we usually like to send it immediately. But you just hit continue, and when you put individual numbers here, don't put dashes. That's something I learned right now. And it's going to tell you the total recipients, which is 14 because it was 13 builders plus 1, which is Kenn's number, and it tells you the required credits. The required credits is always twice the number of recipients. I'm not sure why they break it down into credits versus actual, like why don't they say have 1 credit equals 1 number, but
does it work out to about 2 cents per text or something like that?
I'm not sure exactly the breakdown, but basically it's going to always tell you if you're short on the credits that you have. It'll tell you how many you need to buy.
It's really inexpensive, though.
And over here we've got 122 credits, so we could send this right now if we wanted to, but I don't want to. I'm going to add and see how this breaks down exactly. You do get bulk discounts if you start buying the credits. It's 15% off for 100,000 credits. Now 100,000 credits, how much would that cost you? $50,000? Or that's not. Oh no, wait, sorry. 5 cents per 2 credits equals 1 message. So 1 message costs 5 cents. So then,
if 5 cents a message.
Yeah,
but still 5 cents a message, a lot cheaper than trying to put them in individually into your phone. So. The only thing it does, it comes in as a different kind of phone number. It's only like a 5-digit phone number, which is
it's something like 90909 or something. Or
we have one that's like 88,000. It's only 5 digits, but either way, we still get a lot of response. And of course, what's great about this is if people do opt out, it's an automatic opt out, so we don't have to go in and manually do it. So.
Yeah, and then I didn't even cover all the site here. It looks like they've even added new things like web widget. I'm not even sure what this is, but this is something that you can explore. And QR code generator. This is kind of cool. We always go with QRstuff.com, but it looks like you can even generate your own QR codes, which is pretty cool. There's all sorts of cool stuff going on with easy texting. So.
Okay, well, great. I'm glad we were able to get with you and teach you this quick tutorial about how to text a video. And so, once again, go to vidcoaching.com if you want to learn anything more about all the great workshops that we have coming up, as well as some of the other great tutorials that we have here. So, if you have any questions, we're going to now open it up for questions.
Yeah, if there's any last-minute questions before we end, we'll be here for just a couple minutes. If you think of any questions between now and next week, go ahead and send them in an email to ken@buyaustin.com. That's KENN at BUYAustin.com.
Yeah, it looks like Michael Roddy from Houston is there. Michael, thank you for showing up. And Jan, thanks for showing up again, too. I know that you are really actually doing, she's coaching a client and actually doing the coaching, which is great. So that's the fun thing about coaching is that, only about 20 or 30% of my coaching clients are actually doing the work. But you got to do the work. So I appreciate those that are actually putting in an effort and seeing a return on their investment. So thank you guys for your time, and we will talk to you soon. See you next week I have a networking and relationship seminar coming up. I'll be hosting, so we won't be doing a Friday webinar. So you'll see it do another Friday webinar the following week.
But if you are in the Austin area, you should come out, and you can get information about the event at networkingandrelationships.com. And do you want to send any offers?
Jan, if you want to come. I know, Michael, you're in Houston, but we actually have Tony Harris from Houston is one of our speakers. We have a couple of speakers from Dallas, and so it's called networkingandrelationships.com. And we would be more than happy to get you a complimentary ticket to it. It's an $87 value. It's a day-and-a-half event. You can attend either day if you want, or attend both. But
you want to talk about the speakers a little bit? Or?
Yeah, a little bit. We have Mike Muni is a friend of mine, mentor from Dallas. He is the one who created the very first customer relationship management software called ACT back in the day. It was one of the first ones that was created. Patty Farmer. She's the networking CEO, and she is going to talk about building and leveraging your lists, your email lists. Tanya Hoffman is President CEO of the Public Speakers Association, and she'll be speaking as well. And then myself, I'll be spending an hour talking about video marketing. And then we also have Terry Pruitt's going to be talking about excellence. Scott Carley is a time management expert, networking expert, and then John Chicky is a CPA and a financial planner, and he will be making us laugh because he's the stand-up comic of financial planners. So anyways, I appreciate you guys showing up, and we'll send you a URL of this via email, so that if you want to review it, you can at any time. Of course, my vid coaching clients, you can go to vidcoaching.com, and it'll be on the blog.
And if you're not a vid coaching client, you can always register. Just go to vidcoaching.com, click this register button, find out which plan you think is most correct for you. And also, we do have the upcoming Platinum Live.
Platinum Live workshop is coming up, and that is really going to be cool. We've got a lot of coaching clients that say, you know, I like the Platinum program with you creating videos for us and teaching us all the stuff and having all that, you know, the one-on-one coaching time. But I've found that now people are like going, gosh, if we could just have you come and show us how to do it. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Here at the Austin Board of Realtors, they're going to, in Austin, they have a computer bay with 18 computers. They're going to keep our audience, our students down to 18, so it's going to be a very intimate setting. We'll be able to answer all your questions. We're going to be looking over your shoulder and showing you how to set up Skype, YouTube channel, how to optimize things, how to do screen share and screen capture. We're actually going to shoot videos as well. We're going to have a green screen set up, a professional photographer in there. You'll be able to do headshots and videos, as well as we have a makeup artist that's going to be joining us, so that you're going to look your best. I mean, for $15.97, which is the early bird special right now, you can't even get a videographer to come out and shoot a decent video of you in your office or whatever for less than $1,500. So we're gonna have a video expert doing the filming, as well as all the training, 2 days. It's definitely going to be a great event, as well as it's South by Southwest. So if you're into music, on March 13th and 14th, that's a Thursday and a Friday, 2014. South by Southwest is going to be happening, and so after you get done here, you can go downtown and rock out with the bands. So anyways, I hope you guys will join us for networkingandrelationships.com next Friday, and we will be talking to you soon. So come on out and see us. Thanks.